Becoming magnetic and attracting the attention you want isn't about following cliches or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about harnessing your unique qualities and enhancing them in a way that draws people naturally to you. There are tangible steps you can take to become the kind of woman who effortlessly captivates those around her. This guide dives into the essence of what makes someone magnetic, offering practical tips and honest insights to help you shine authentically and attract the attention you deserve. At number 1, maintain a sense of mystery. Sometimes a little mystery can work wonders in making you more intriguing. You don't need to lay out your entire life story or every thought running through your head within the first 5 minutes of meeting someone. Think of it like seasoning your favorite dish. A little goes a long way. If you're an open book from the start, people might feel they've got you all figured out. And where's the fun in that? Instead, let conversations unfold naturally and leave a few things to the imagination. Share enough to be engaging, but hold back some details. This isn't about playing games or being secretive, it's about creating curiosity. When people are curious, they're more likely to invest time and energy into getting to know you. Remember, there's an art to it. If someone asks about your weekend, you don't need to go into a minute-by-minute recap. Just say, "I had a great time exploring a new hobby," and leave it at that. They'll be intrigued and might even ask follow-up questions. It's like you're the latest Netflix series. You need to keep them coming back for the next episode. And let's be real, we all love a bit of suspense. Think of it as being the human equivalent of a cliffhanger. People will be eager to know more about you, and that eagerness keeps them engaged and coming back. Plus, it gives you a chance to learn about them too, instead of making the whole conversation a monologue about yourself. In a nutshell, a touch of mystery isn't about being elusive or coy. It's about pacing the reveal of your fascinating self, ensuring there's always something more for people to discover. Besides, who doesn't want to be the person who others find endlessly interesting and a bit enigmatic? It's like being your own version of Sherlock Holmes, but way cooler and with better outfits. Number 2, learn the power of nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is like the secret weapon in your charm arsenal. People often notice how you say something before they register what you're actually saying. It's those little things, your posture, your eye contact, your gestures, that can make a big difference in how magnetic you come across. First off, stand tall. Slouching makes you look like you're ready to melt into the floor, and that's not exactly magnetic. Good posture not only makes you look more confident, but it also helps you feel more confident. Plus, who doesn't want to add a couple of inches to their height without wearing heels? Then, there's eye contact. This one is gold. Look people in the eye when you're talking to them. It shows you're engaged and interested, but don't overdo it. You're not trying to win a staring contest. The key is to balance it. Look away occasionally so it feels natural and comfortable. Smiling is another biggie. A genuine smile can light up your face and make you look approachable and warm. But please, no creepy, plastered-on grins. People can spot a fake smile a mile away, and it's more off-putting than charming. Think of it as smiling with your eyes, too, which brings us back to that eye contact. Gestures are important, too. Use your hands to emphasize points, but don't flail around like you're conducting an orchestra. Keep your movements controlled and purposeful. It shows you're confident and helps keep people's attention on you. And then there's personal space. Respect it. Getting too close too soon can make people uncomfortable. Find that sweet spot where you're close enough to feel connected, but not so close that they're backing away. Finally, be aware of your overall vibe. If you're tense or closed off, it'll come across in your body language. Relax, be open, and most importantly, be yourself. Authenticity shines through all these nonverbal cues and makes you genuinely magnetic. Plus, it's way less exhausting than trying to fake it. So, the next time you're in a conversation, remember, your body is talking too. Make sure it's saying the right things. And who knows, with a little practice, you might just find that you've become that person everyone can't help but be drawn to, all without. If you're enjoying the content so far and finding these tips helpful, we'd love to have you join our community. Subscribe to the Unstoppable She channel for more insights, tips, and inspiration to help you become the most magnetic version of yourself. Don't miss out on our latest updates. Hit that subscribe button now. At number 3, show interest in others. Showing genuine interest in others is like having a superpower for attracting people. Seriously, it's a game changer. When you make someone feel seen and heard, they're naturally drawn to you. People love to talk about themselves, and if you're the person who lets them do that, you'll quickly become their favorite person. Start by asking questions that go beyond the usual small talk. Instead of, "What do you do?" try, "What do you enjoy most about what you do?" It's a subtle shift, but it opens the door to a more meaningful conversation. And when they answer, really listen. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Nod, make eye contact, and give little verbal nods like, "That's interesting," or "Tell me more." Active listening is key. This means you're not just hearing words, but you're actually processing what they're saying. If they mention something significant, remember it and bring it up later. For example, if they tell you about an upcoming trip, ask them about it the next time you see them. This shows you care and pay attention, which is incredibly flattering. It's also important to balance the conversation. Yes, showing interest in others is crucial, but you don't want to turn into an interview host. Share bits about yourself too, especially if they relate to what the other person is saying. This creates a two-way street where both parties feel valued and understood. Humor helps too. Lighten up the conversation with a well-placed joke or funny observation. Laughter is a great way to build a connection and make the interaction enjoyable. Just avoid being overly sarcastic or making jokes at someone else's expense. Keep it friendly and inclusive. Another tip is to avoid distractions. In our phone-obsessed world, giving someone your full attention is a rarity and a huge compliment. Put your phone away, don't glance around the room, and show that the person in front of you is your priority. It's amazing how much of a difference this makes. Finally, be genuinely curious. People can tell when you're just going through the motions versus when you actually care about what they have to say. If you're genuinely interested, it shows, and that authenticity is magnetic. Plus, you'll learn a lot of fascinating things and meet some incredible people along the way. So, be the person who listens, engages, and cares. It's not only attractive, but it also makes the world a little bit better, one conversation at a time. And who knows, you might just find yourself with a bunch of new friends who think you're the most interesting person in the room because you took the time to be interested in them. Number 4, exude passion and enthusiasm. Passion and enthusiasm are like magnets. When you're genuinely excited about something, it's hard for people to look away. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who talks about their favorite hobby? And even if you had zero interest in it before, you start to get interested because their enthusiasm is contagious. That's the power of passion. When you talk about something you love, your whole demeanor changes, your eyes light up, you speak more animatedly, and you exude this energy that draws people in. It doesn't matter if you're into painting, hiking, or collecting vintage stamps. If you're passionate about it, people will be intrigued. But here's the trick. It has to be genuine. People can spot fake enthusiasm from a mile away, and it's a major turnoff. So don't try to force excitement about something just because you think it'll make you more interesting. Find what truly lights your fire and share that. Also, it's not just about talking nonstop about your passions. It's about creating a connection through shared enthusiasm. When you express your excitement, it encourages others to open up about their own interests. This back-and-forth exchange builds rapport and makes conversations more dynamic and engaging. Humor plays a role here too. When you're passionate, you're often more relaxed and playful, which makes it easier to be funny and enjoy the moment. A good laugh can break down barriers and make people feel more connected to you. Being enthusiastic also means you're more likely to be proactive and take initiative. Whether it's organizing an event, planning a fun outing, or starting a project, your drive can inspire others to join in and support you. People are naturally drawn to leaders and doers because it's exciting to be part of something lively and purposeful. Don't worry if your passion isn't mainstream or if it's a bit quirky. In fact, that's often better. Unique interests make you stand out and give you a distinct personality that's memorable. Plus, people love learning new things from someone who knows their stuff. In short, let your passion shine. Embrace what makes you excited and share it with others. Your genuine enthusiasm will not only make you more attractive, but also bring more joy and energy into your interactions. And who knows, you might just ignite a spark in someone else, creating a ripple effect of positivity and connection. Number 5. Cultivate genuine self-confidence. Genuine self-confidence is a game changer. It's the foundation of being magnetic and attracting the right attention. But let's be honest, it's not about pretending to be something you're not or walking around like you own the place. Real confidence comes from knowing and appreciating who you are, warts and all. First, stop comparing yourself to others. It's a surefire way to undermine your confidence. There will always be someone who seems smarter, prettier, or more successful. But so what? They're not you. Focus on your own strengths and what makes you unique. Everyone brings something different to the table, and recognizing your own worth is the first step to feeling confident. Next, take pride in your accomplishments, big and small. It's easy to dismiss our successes, thinking they're not a big deal, but they are. Did you nail that presentation at work? Celebrate it. Manage to get through a tough workout? Give yourself a pat on the back. These little victories add up and build a solid sense of self-worth. Also, don't be afraid to fail, seriously. Failure is part of the process and often teaches us more than success ever could. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. People respect those who can handle setbacks with grace and resilience. Plus, nothing says confidence like getting back up after a fall. Now let's talk about body language. Stand tall, shoulders back, and make eye contact. It might feel awkward at first, but your body has a way of influencing your mind. By adopting confident postures, you'll start to feel more assured. And remember to smile. It's amazing how something so simple can boost your confidence and make you more approachable. Another key is to surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with people who uplift you and believe in your potential. Ditch or distance yourself from those who constantly bring you down or make you doubt yourself. Confidence thrives in a supportive environment. Be kind to yourself too. We're often our own worst critics. Cut yourself some slack and practice self-compassion. If you wouldn't say something harsh to a friend, don't say it to yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you offer others. And let's not forget the power of humor. Being able to laugh at yourself and not take everything too seriously can diffuse stress and make you more relatable. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about being comfortable in your own skin, imperfections and all. Finally, keep growing. Confidence doesn't mean you have everything figured out. It means you're okay with the journey. Keep learning, trying new things, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Each new experience adds to your confidence and broadens your horizons. In a nutshell, genuine self-confidence is about knowing who you are, valuing your own journey, and being kind to yourself. It's not about being the loudest or the best. It's about being true to yourself and believing in your own worth. And trust me, there's nothing more magnetic than that. Number 6. Master the art of storytelling. Mastering the art of storytelling can make you incredibly magnetic. Think about it. Everyone loves a good story. It's what keeps us hooked on books, movies, and even social media. But here's the catch. Not everyone is naturally good at it. The good news? You can get better with practice. First off, ditch the boring details. No one wants to hear a play-by-play of your entire day. Instead, focus on the highlights and the parts that are interesting or funny. Did something ridiculous happen during your morning commute? Share that. Did you learn something surprising or have a weird encounter? That's gold. The key is to find those little nuggets of interest and expand on them. Keep it relatable. People connect with stories that they can see themselves in. When you tell a story, try to tap into common experiences or emotions. Maybe you felt super awkward at a party or had a moment of triumph at work. These are things most people can relate to. And when they relate, they engage. Humor is your friend. A well-timed joke or a bit of self-deprecation can make your story more entertaining. Just don't force it. If the humor feels natural, go for it. If not, it's better to skip it than to come off as trying too hard. And remember, it's okay to laugh at yourself. It makes you more human and approachable. Structure matters, even in casual conversation. Think of your story like a mini-movie. It needs a beginning, a middle, and an end. Start by setting the scene, then build up to the main event, and finally, wrap it up with a conclusion. This keeps people following along and makes your story more satisfying to hear. Details are important, but don't overdo it. A few vivid descriptions can make your story come alive. But if you start describing every single thing, you'll lose your audience. Find a balance where you give enough detail to paint a picture, but keep the story moving. Thank you greatly for watching, Trailblazers. See you in the next video. Bye for now, and stay blessed.